Before I begin this video, I just want to say do not harass anyone involved in this situation. My goal is just to spread awareness. I'm not trying to make anyone hate anyone else. I'm just trying to let people know the truth. I'm just going to provide a brief trigger warning before we begin. If you have any sensitivity to things like pedophilia, grooming, references to real-life political situations, for example Nazism, and things like real-life threats or false accusations, please do not watch any past this point. Seven words. Don't judge a book by its cover. If you don't know what those words mean, it means don't immediately assume someone's bad without definitive evidence. If someone says they're bad, you can't prove it unless there's evidence to say so. Don't immediately assume what someone's saying is right about someone else. Some lies other people say about others can cost them their lives. Or, their sanity, their mental state, their sleep schedules. It can harm them. Lies out of jealousy, envy, other kind of things like that. Those kinds of lies can harm a person. I didn't want to have to make a video like this. My channel and my community are meant to be specifically against drama and other situations like that. It's meant to be a safe space away from those. But I can't just stand by and watch my friend get harmed because of some simple childish lies someone else said. This all began because a user named Cool Looking Mug was genuinely a mean person towards Charles, and only ever glazed their friend, Peppermint's, ARG. This eventually led to Charles to stop trying to be friends with Cool Looking Mug after his numerous attempts. However, once Cool Looking Mug found out about the fact that the rumored 2 ARG had a chance to be in the Roblox game Pwned by 14, they spread out allegations of past messages taken out of context or even faked to try and shape Charles as a bad person. This led to Pwned by 14 entirely blacklisting the ARG from ever getting added to the game, and also banning Charles from the game with a ban message saying, "Weirdo." Which is completely and utterly childish, because they couldn't even provide a valid reason or explanation as to why Charles got banned. They couldn't say a reason because they believed baseless accusations, so they wrote "weirdo" in place of a valuable explanation. This also led to other ARGs like Ode to a Vessel immediately assuming that the allegations were true, and are banning people from the server if they even as much as to try and prove the innocence of Charles. Allow me to produce a summary about a bunch of allegations that can be debunked. Number 1. The swastika and racial slur spamming messages from Charles. This can be easily debunked because of a comma shown at the date and time of message. On Discord, it doesn't do that. This can be proven with the example shown here. Number 2. Charles hating on other ARGs. This one can be debunked because that typing style is nothing I've ever seen Charles use. He doesn't use the dash symbol that often at the end of his messages. Actually, out of all of me in his DMs, he has never used that symbol at the end of a message once. Number 3. An alleged grooming attempt from Charles. This can be very easily debunked. Not only with a previous debunk about how he rarely uses the dash symbol at the end of his messages, but also because the alleged victim in the screenshot for grooming immediately denied the allegation as Charles sent him a screenshot and a message about it. Number 4. Charles allegedly trying to dox Peppermint. This can be debunked because in the screenshot provided, Charles' icon of the screenshot is different in size. His is smaller than the other person of the screenshot's icon, which does not happen in Discord since all of the icons are the same size consistently. Not only that, the other person of the screenshot has outright denied it too, as shown in these messages. Number 5. Charles throwing around slurs against homosexual people. In the screenshot provided, you can debunk this allegation by looking closely. You can see that the profile on Charles' message here is too small to be confirmed as a valid Discord message if you compare the size of the gap between a normal message and this one. Number 6. Pepper's association with Cool Looking Mug. After Pepper found out about some of the allegations and the screenshots being modified, they unfriended Mug and told Charles everything. About how Cool Looking Mug was trying to get them to type certain things in chat to likely edit over with Charles' name and face to make them look bad. This screenshot right here confirms without a doubt that at least some of these allegation screenshots have been proven modified and that Charles can be cleared of these. Number 7. Charles's alleged perverted messages. The screenshot provided can be debunked because of the image itself. There are these curves on the image, like the image was cropped really badly, which just so happens to perfectly match the color of the Discord messaging section. Any normal message would have curves, but they'd be smaller than that. Not only that, that is just not how Charles has ever messaged. He's not like that. His rendering is also a lot higher quality than what's shown of the suggestive render of the screenshot. After the allegations came out, before they were debunked, many things, as already shown in Act 1, happened. There is some more I left out, however, so I'll fill that in here. The render for Vroomer 2 is modeled on the opponed by 14 wiki pages named Groomer 2, which is an extremely insensitive joke towards an actual situation which could cost someone their own life. As established earlier, Pwned by 14 banned him from the game with no reasonable explanation because they believed baseless, unproven allegations and fake screenshots from Cool Looking Mug. The ARG itself became very infamous for the drama despite it being easily debunkable if you just look at the images. After the allegations came out and it started circulating around the internet, Charles fell into a deep depression from it, showing it heavily impacted him mentally and physically, incapable of taking his mind off the situation at school, and even when he is trying to sleep, making him lose sleep. My verdict of this situation is that Charles is innocent. There's no fanfare needed to make with my statement, that's just my take on it all. Thanks for listening, and please spread the awareness. Charles is not a bad person.